Yeah, welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Reviews and reactions. Let's go. It's the Brown Boy Wonder. Hold it down, representing for the culture. Every episode brings you closer into the mind and the heart of a hustler, where the truth and the groove collide. Stay tuned in, come enjoy the ride. Keep it authentic like that, never hold back. It's the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. The Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Subscribe, share, and stay tuned in. The vibe's always on.
Brown Boy Wonder Podcast presents Disney Rewatch. Let's watch a Disney Channel original movie.
Welcome to the Disney Rewatch edition of the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Every month, my guests and I are going to rewatch our favorite Disney DComs. Today, we're going to talk about the 1998, good year, Halloweentown. Before we get into it, let me bring out my guests here for this evening, or night, or morning, wherever you're listening from, or to, where. My first guest, he likes to carve his own pumpkins. It is Daniel. Daniel, how are you doing today?
Is that like a euphemism?
For what?
Don't worry about it. Hey,
okay.
Good to be here.
I'm glad you're here. And my last guest, of course, he loves to scare his family. It is Anthony. Anthony, how are you doing today?
Halloween is cool. I'm very happy to be here, Abrar. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, fantastic, man. It's literally October and it's spooky. Are you guys scared right now?
Oh yeah, of course. As soon as the clock struck midnight on October 1st, the goosebumps came over my body. The horror was setting in. It's been a spooky time with it being close to 90 degrees all month so far. What a hellish world we live in.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Texas right now, it's been the high is like 85, 90. It doesn't feel like Halloween.
But it's annoying because you'll wake up and it'll be like 65, and then so you're like, oh, it's like a little bit chilly, maybe, like not really, but like for Texas it is. And then by the time it's like 12 o'clock and you're at work, you're like, actually, I kind of want to die. Actually, it's hell out here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I always think about the Goosebumps intro where the leaves are dwindling down as the guy moves around. I was like, I feel like I'm in that world. But no, we're in Texas. But this movie was directed by Dwayne Dunham. Do you guys know movies he directed?
Well, I'm gonna pretend you didn't tell me before the pod started. No, I don't know what movies he did. What movies did he direct, Abrar?
Oh man, he made some classics. He made, if you guys remember, the 1994's Little Giants.
I do remember Little Giants.
I've never seen it, but I know of it.
Okay. Of course, he made the movie Tiger Cruise. I've never seen it. With Hayden Panettiere.
Yeah. It's another DCOM.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha. The other DCOM is Now You See It. Of course, with our cowbell lady there. If you guys remember.
Which one?
I don't. Is it Allie? That's Allie, right?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think Cowbells is Allie and AJ, right?
Yeah, it was the Allie one.
Gotcha. And of course, I've never seen it. Double Teamed. If you guys seen that one.
I think he also did the 13th Year, which I was a fan of as a kid. That's the one where the kid turns out to be a mermaid.
Oh, is that a spoiler?
No, that's what the movie is.
Oh, well, I should see it then. But for Halloweentown, what do you guys think the budget for this one here?
Oh dear Lord, why are we never prepared for this question, Daniel?
What do you would think with how literally it's every time we would know. I don't. What do you think the cost of one big pumpkin is?
What is one pumpkin and one skeleton in a cab get you? I don't know. Just $1 million.
You're kind of close. It is $4 million.
That's not that close, but okay. I'm glad you didn't give me the opportunity to answer. That's nice.
Well, what about the
Wait, I'll guess. Was it $4 million?
Yeah, it was $4 million.
God, I'm good at this.
See? What about the Rotten Tomato? Do you guys think it was a low score or a high score?
Dang. So it's like a Halloween movie. You know what I mean? I think people maybe don't even know that it's a Disney Channel original movie. I think they're just like, that's that Halloween movie. And so that might mean that it has like a slightly higher grade. I'm going to say 72.
Ooh, okay. What about you, Anthony? Are you feeling low?
No, actually, I agree with Daniel. I think people do tend to think of this movie fondly, much more than other DComs. Like, other than like High School Musical, I guess this is one of those ones that people just think of as a Halloween movie. Yeah, I'm on the same page with Daniel. I'm gonna go. What did he say? 70?
72.
72. Okay, I'll go 79%.
All right. Well, the critics gave it an 83%. Pretty high.
That's really high for a DCOM, actually.
But Daniel got correct. Audience gave it a 72%.
No way.
Yeah, audiences, they don't like it as much as critics, apparently.
Yeah, it's strange.
The best at this game.
Fantastic.
Well, Roger and Ebert gave it an 80, but
well, before we get to the cast, I do have a question for you guys. What's one thing about the movie differently now as an adult?
Repeat the question. What does that mean?
What's one thing about the movie that hits differently now as an adult?
Hits differently.
Yeah.
Oh God, hits differently. That's such a weirdly like phrased question.
Well, at least for me, the spirit.
Okay.
I feel like I'm not always in the spirit mood when I was a kid, or now than when I was a kid. You know what I mean?
No. I'll say what hits differently now is that part, and we'll get to it, is the part when they go to the sauna to get the ghost sweat, and Sophie is going around going, ooh, ooh, with a sheet on her head. And he's talking about how insensitive that is, that she's basically doing ghost face, not to be confused with the Scream killer. Yeah, so there's like the racism, I guess, in Halloweentown is alive and well, but that hits differently as an adult.
What about you, Daniel? What hits different for you?
I don't know if this is a because I'm an adult thing, but maybe it's just something I didn't pick up on when I watched it as a kid. But whenever early on, when the mom is like, "Oh, we can't do Halloween, we can't do anything related to magic," it made me think of like those parents who wouldn't let their kids like even read Harry Potter because they're like, "It's the witchcraft; it'll turn you into the devil."
Yeah.
Except she's right. In this version, she has reason to be like that.
Yeah, but like, you know, she's just stopping her kid from being really cool. You know what I mean?
Halloween is cool. Yeah.
Well, let's get into the cast here. Of course, we have she's a Hall of Famer in her own right. It is Debbie Reynolds as Aggie Cornwell. Do you guys seen a lot of Debbie Reynolds movies out there?
I've seen this movie like 35 times. Does that count?
That counts. Counts a lot.
I mean, you say like Hall of Famer in her own right. Like she was in Singing in the Rain. Like she's Carrie Fisher's mom. Like I would say she's just a Hall of Famer. Period. I don't think it has to be in her own right.
She earned that. It's her right.
Well, yeah. She's great. She goes on to be in the rest of the sequels and everything, and I think she's a lot of fun. I totally sets the bar for mystical grandma.
Absolutely. Of course, we have Judith Hoag as the daughter of Cornwell, Gwen Piper.
Of course, April O'Neil from the 1990 Ninja Turtles movie.
Yes.
That's why she looks so familiar.
Yeah. Especially, okay, before we get into it, I saw this on Disney Plus, of course, and the aspect ratio, man. I feel like I'm right in their anus or in their nose hairs.
Sorry?
Yeah. I mean, it's just their face through my whole 88-inch screen. I'm like, "Let's just
Sure,
back up."
right. It's like, when we watched Smart House. Smart
Yeah,
House was another one where instead of doing the natural 4 by 3, like, as intended by Zack Snyder, that aspect ratio is what it should be at, but it's zoomed in, so it fits your whole widescreen TV, and you get these
yeah,
really, really close faces. So, I mean, if you like looking at their faces, it's a plus, but, I mean, most of them are either old people or children, so it's
yeah.
not really ideal.
Or I mean, Gwen Piper, she's
She's
of
a cutie.
age. Yeah.
She's of age, yes.
Of course, we have our main girl of this movie, Kimberly J. Brown, as is a Marine or it's Marine,
Marnie?
right? Marnie.
Marnie.
Marnie,
Yeah.
Serious me,
you
Marnie.
just
Marnie.
watched this movie.
I know. Marnie Piper. We got Joey Zimmerman as the brother, Dylan Piper. We got the youngest daughter here, Emily Roske as Sophie Piper. We got a goblin, Philip Van Dyke as Luke. And we have Robin Thomas as Calabar. We'll get into him later. And of course, everyone's favorite, Reno Romano, not confused with Raymond Romano from Everybody Loves Raymond. Benny, the skeleton driver. But all right, let's get into it here, guys. Do you guys like this opening credit scene? It's just a pumpkin.
I mean, like
Good.
Halloween, the John Carpenter film that
Yeah.
opens with a pumpkin as well. So I guess what's more Halloweeny than a pumpkin? And this is a big ass pumpkin.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they got their inspiration. They're like, let's make a kids version of this intro, Halloweentown.
It's
All
possible.
right, yeah. The film begins with Marnie Piper and her mother Gwen arguing over why she and her younger siblings Dylan and Sophie cannot never go out for Halloween and wanting to go to a costume party that the whole world is going to. Gwen patiently explains that, with no detail, it is a little surprised that Maureen still has a problem with her mom's order. What age did you guys start going for trick or treating?
Since before
I
I had memories.
Yeah, probably
Mm.
as like a little baby. I want to say yeah, I was probably one of those little tiny tots that was wheeled around in a little stroller as a kid.
Mm.
I was always a Halloween kid for sure. I've got tons of pictures of me dressed up in various costumes.
Mm.
1999, I was Obi-Wan from the Phantom Menace. I
Ah.
was Harry Potter for more than 1 year, at least 2 or 3. I've done all sorts of stuff. Yeah, definitely a big trick or treating kid. So if I had a mom that told me I couldn't go trick or treating, this would not be a good time. I definitely had the opposite. My mom is a witch in real life, not in a negative
Oh.
way. I say that very positively because witches are
Oh.
good. But she would not stop me from living a magical Halloween
Mhm.
world for sure.
Mm. For me, Halloween wasn't, or trick or treating wasn't like a big thing. So when I see kids going outside, I'm like, oh, I'm actually kind of like them. Actually, I never, really trick or treat. So I guess I kind of relate to this movie
Mhm.
then,
Abrar,
like
was
I
your
always
mom
do.
also a witch?
I have to ask her.
Because
I
my
have to
because my
ask her.
mom's a witch, and if Anthony's mom's a witch, we're just a couple of sons of witches over here.
Oh, the sons of
That's true.
witches.
That's true. I believe it.
Mm. Oh no, Daniel, I know your mom. I don't think she's a witch.
She
You know
has
his
cast
mom and you
hexes.
don't think she's a witch?
She has absolutely done a hex.
I was
Oh.
gonna say, no offense to Mrs. Daniel's mom, but like, come on,
She
come
knows.
on,
She
she
knows.
knows.
Well, you gotta talk to Jonah Hex about that. Um, Gwen has more or less restored order when her mother, is it Aggie? Aggie, right?
Agatha.
Aggie Cromwell, yeah.
Aggie, yes, yes. Who is an expert witch, shows up for an annual Halloween visit. The kids are happier to see Grandma than Gwen is, and it is soon shown why. Grandma openly encourages the kids to get more involved in all things Halloween, and Gwen is nearly powerless to stop her. How do we like this family here?
How do we? I mean, pretty typical, right? You got an older
Mhm.
sister, a middle boy who's like a loser type of geek, and
Yeah.
then a little baby sister. I don't know. Like it's pretty normal. What is your feelings on the family? Do you, Abrar? I'm gonna play your role. Do
Oh,
you hate any of the children here?
I'll say this. I'll say Sophie is a very cute kid. Very cute kid. Dylan
Okay.
reminds me of Minkus from Boy Meets World.
Okay. All right. That's a fair comparison. He's a little nerd
Yeah.
boy.
Nerd boy. The mom reminds me of Jessica Chastain in Molly's Game, at least. Um, and what's her Marnie, and she's okay.
All right.
This movie reminds me of the decom we watched last time. I got a date with the vampire. The mom got a date with the vampire. Kind of
Mm.
reminds me of that dynamic.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you, Daniel? Do you love this family?
They're pretty all right. I like them. I like them all by the end of the movie. I think at the beginning of the movie they all have a lot of like character flaws that are kind of annoying. Like the mom being like, no fun for anybody, is obviously a negative. Or like, I don't know, the like fit that Marnie throws is also not great. But by far the worst one has got to be Dylan with his just like absolute immediate ass kissing. What a narc. You can't trust that kid with nothing.
Mm-mm.
True.
When the grandma showed up, she showed up with her umbrella. I mean, and her outfit, I mean, I'll say is very gangsta. I'll say as a witch.
All right.
But grandma seems especially intent on training Marnie as a witch since it is Marnie's 13th Halloween. It's like the Mexican thing. Quinceañera? Is that what it's called?
No.
Quinceañera.
Yes, that is the correct term. It's like that. It's like that, but for as a witch, I guess.
Yeah, except if you don't have your quinceanera, you're not disallowed from ever becoming a woman.
Or Mexican.
Oh,
True.
oh.
I think it's
Uh,
crazy for the mom to be like, "Hey, you don't get to be magic." Like that's awful, actually.
I mean, she's trying to protect them from something.
Yeah, but like, not really. Having magic doesn't seem to have any negative effects. She just doesn't want them to like go to Halloweentown. Like, there's never any explanation for why she doesn't want them to be magic, other than like she chose to be mortal, and so now everyone else has to be too.
Well, I mean, it's like generational, right? Like you've always rebelled from the previous generation. So, like, she wanted to rebel from her obsessive magic mom and was like, I don't want to live this life. I want a chance at a normal life. So then her teachings create a child that says, I don't want a normal life.
This
I want
is
a
lame,
magic
dude.
life. So,
Yeah.
Mm,
you know, it's just this is a story of womanhood. This is a story of,
yeah.
of generational women and what it's like to get your magical time
Yeah.
of the year.
But what?
Mm.
But what does she know? She dated Calabar.
Oh,
And
we'll
Casey
get into
Jones.
that.
She's done nothing but make bad choices.
We'll get into that. Well, did y'all did your grandmas give you like everything, like candy or gifts, anything
Like that
like
they
that?
spoil? Are you saying that we
Yeah,
have like
spoil. Yeah.
yeah, for sure. I did have she's still alive. My nana is definitely the type of person that was a
Mm.
spoil. And back when it existed, she worked at Toys R Us, so that was
Oh,
kind of a direct line to whatever I wanted.
that makes sense. That's why you love toys. I think that's because
It's
of your grandma.
very, very, very true. Can't lie.
Mm. What about you? What about your grandma, Daniel?
I never really knew my grandparents too
Oh,
well. One of them is still, well, my step grandma is, I guess, still around,
oh,
but I don't know. Yeah, not really, I wouldn't say. But while we're on the topic of their family, is their dad dead? Is that what's happened here?
uh, they don't really explain it.
he got eaten by a troll in Halloweentown. That's why she doesn't want to go back.
That's in the novel.
Yeah, it's true. The junior novelization that came out right after the movie, it was like, oh, okay, now it makes sense. But they cut it for time.
There we go. Well, Marnie, of course, has no idea about any of this. Aggie drops a huge hint as she is about to head home, reading the kids a bedtime story when Sophie sees a drawing of a witch that closely resembles her big sister. Grandma does nothing to stop Marnie from imagining such a thing. So, as a society, do we like to receive bedtime stories? As a
Man,
kid?
your questions this episode are something else. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll play along. When I was a kid, I did get bedtime stories. I would say I remember the like the ones with on the cassette tape, right? Where you
Mm-hmm.
would play the little audio to turn the page. I remember that was a big deal. And then as I got older, I remember like my dad reading me like the Harry Potter books before bed and stuff
Oh,
like that.
wow.
So yeah, I was definitely a bedtime story kind of kid.
Oh, my parents never read me bedtime stories. I just crying while sleeping. What about you,
Oh my
Daniel?
god.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely did bedtime stories, but it wasn't like, well, maybe it was board books when I was like a little kid, but most of the time it was like we read the Harry Potter books together as a
Wow.
family. We read, I don't know, at a certain point I started reading to my mom instead. And then
Oh,
we did like a bunch of the Percy Jackson books that way. But
that
yeah, I
makes
don't know.
sense.
I guess so.
No, that makes sense. Your mom is an English teacher back in high school.
She was a substitute teacher, but I guess, yeah, she did English too.
Yeah, she did my English for sure.
That explains it.
That makes sense. Okay, I'm understanding your guys' childhood more closely during this rewatch here. I like that.
Yeah, Daniel and I had
Um,
very similar white upbringings,
Mhm.
correct.
yeah, not me.
Right. White witch mom upbringing. Hey, what was your mom's favorite crystal?
Fantastic. Well, Gwen and Grandma get into an argument about all of this. Gwen insists Marnie will be raised as a normal person and not a witch, like you. Grandma says she disagrees with this, but actually she's there for another reason. People have suddenly started to mysteriously disappearing. Gwen thinks they just moved on, but Grandma says it's not that simple. Grandma desperately asks for Gwen's help, but Gwen is like, dude, stop. Grandma is distraught by Gwen's discard for the safety of her old home and leaves, turning the chicken leftovers into a live chicken on the way out. Gwen is not aware of Marnie watching this the whole time. Did you guys ever had any paranormal experience?
You
Yeah.
never have a bad experience? What did you just say?
No, a paranormal experience.
He's trying to say
Paranormal.
paranormal.
Thank you.
Paranormal. Gotcha. No.
Yeah, I want to say yes, but they turn out to be some like there's like explanations on those things. What about you, Daniel?
Nah, man, I see ghosts all the time.
Oh, Casper. You've seen Casper?
Yeah, constantly. I'm pretty sure the house I grew up in as a kid was haunted. Like, I would constantly see like figures moving back and forth between my sister's bedrooms, even when like one of them wasn't there. And I never really said anything about it when I was a kid, but then later I would like semi recently, like a couple years ago, I was talking to one of my sisters, Emily, about it, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I saw that shit too." And I was like, "What do you mean?" So yeah, that house is haunted as hell. I don't know what's going on there, but I've
Is
had
it
a
your
couple of things like that for sure.
is your old house?
No, it's the one my parents still live in.
Oh, okay. Oh, you probably
Yeah,
should get
that-
out of there.
No, I mean the ghost is cool. He hasn't done nothing.
Oh,
Yeah, that's just childhood schizophrenia. That's all that was.
Could be.
Oh, geez. Well, Marnie runs back upstairs to tell her brother Dylan what she saw, and Dylan says she's crazy. Then they follow Grandma to a previously non-existent bus stop. When the bus indeed arrives, Marnie and Dylan sneak on board. Suddenly, the bus shakes violently, and the bus is filled with flashing lights. And before you know it, the bus is landing in Halloweentown. Have you guys left town before?
No, never once.
Okay.
I was born in
Okay.
this town, and I'll die in this town.
Oh, you gotta leave this town, man.
That's
There's more
literally
things
not
out there.
true about you. You're literally not from here.
Whoa, hey!
That is true. You're from.
You're-
I don't want to say it, but you're not from
You
Texas.
what do you mean you don't want to say it? That better mean you
Don't-
forgot.
No, I don't want to talk about your origin story back in
Your
that
racist
state.
past.
Yeah.
You don't want to know about my
Oh.
darkness.
Oh, I've seen your darkness.
When me and my witch family were kicked from Halloweentown.
Hey, man.
Etridan's origins.
True.
Hey, it makes sense because when we were doing the Batman rewatch, the demon Daniel came out during that pod, so that makes sense. Makes sense. Grandma doesn't see Marnie and Dylan getting off the bus. At the same time, Marnie and Dylan don't see Sophie getting off the bus. Dylan notices her, and Marnie asks what she's doing here. Sophie says, in a cute way, she was only pretending to sleep. She heard everything Marnie told Dylan and followed them. They all begin to follow Grandma, who they have lost. When the mayor, Calabar, approaches them, he whistles the cab, which is driven by Benny, a skeleton with a bad sense of humor. Alright, so this is our first introduction of Calabar. What do you guys think about this guy here?
Justin Trudeau. He seems pretty nice.
Yeah,
You know,
he does look
mayor
like
of
him.
town. He's, I mean, he's a magical man. He does almost immediately come off as a little threatening because he's interested in these kids. And I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe it's just because we watched a lot of these DComs, and any kind of like adult man in power is usually not to be trusted, right? Like I think
No.
of Xenon back in right. We talked about that
Right.
movie. He was the bad guy in that. So like, yeah, I don't know if we should trust this guy, even though he's got magic candy and whatnot.
I mean, I like his Willy Wonka hat. That's something.
Sure, a bit of a showman hat. I like that.
Yeah,
I do
What about
think-
Danny? Yeah.
I wonder. So he immediately starts doing like stupid little parlor tricks, like pulling stuff out of his ear and like
Yeah.
summoning ice cream. And I wonder if like he's just super excited to see new people who don't know his dumb tricks already, so he can be like, check this out! I pulled a lollipop out of my ear. Good. And like all the Frankensteins in the background are rolling their eyes, like, this again. But Sophie, of course, never seen it. Brand new
True.
audience.
Yeah, that's true. People in Halloweentown would
True.
not care at all because that's just normal life. But Soapy here, as he calls her, is perfectly cool with it.
Fantastic. The three siblings find their grandma's mother. Excuse me. The three siblings find their grandmother's home, and against her better judgment, Grandma decides not to take them home immediately. She says she'll start Marnie's witch training, but she has to take care of one bad thing first. She shows her grandchildren what she's been talking about, and the Caloudrone, a vision of a hooded demon appears, laughing crazy. Grandma has a talisman that she can defeat this demon, but her witch brew is defective. So she has to take the kids into town to get the ingredients to make their own. When Marnie was trying to open Grandma's lock or gate, she should have said Meldon, like Gandalf.
That's not what he said.
What did he say? I think he said Meldon. No?
He said Mello.
No. Thank you.
He couldn't remember it though because he has dementia.
He just didn't know that the word friend would be the password, which is maybe weird. I don't know. He hasn't shown up in. Well, no. He is in Rings of Power, but he doesn't like know.
No.
I don't know, man. We'll
The
see.
plot is not consistent. I don't know.
We're not talking about Rings of Power here, all right?
Okay, so
moving
in
on.
the
Show.
so in the Second Age, there's this place called Numenor. And
No.
Oh,
Back
I
to the
haven't-
gate.
Yeah, have you guys cooked a witch brew? Especially your Daniel, your family, Daniel.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Well, it requires a werewolf's hair, a ghost sweat, and a vampire's fang.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, in town, Marnie discovers a broom shop, and the family is introduced to Luke, who looks like a normal human kid. He makes a clumsy pass at Marnie, which she turns down on the spot. Good for her. After Luke offers to take Marnie out for an ice cream, she stares at him menacingly. Benny earlier explained that Luke had once looked like a troll, but claimed a shadow demon made him handsome. Do you guys feel bad for Luke here?
No, he's a creep.
I would
He
feel
is.
bad for him if he wasn't such a dickhead, but no, yeah.
Yeah, he's a little an A on the whole side there. Um,
True.
well, Marnie picks up a broom and she and Aggie takes it for a test drive. I have a question for you guys. Who would win in a Quidditch battle? This grandma or Harry Potter?
Well, Harry Potter is not just actually a player of Quidditch, which doesn't exist in this world, but is actually also very good at it. So I'd say probably him.
All right. I don't know. She might have some tricks on her sleeve.
Maybe.
Well, Grandma says, "What a witch's life it is," as they rode around. When they get back, a distressed Gwen has shown up and orders the kids to return home immediately. Marnie fights her briefly, but eventually gives up once her mother decided to ground her. Does Gwen have the right to be mad at her kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a mom. Her kid snuck out to another dimension. Practically, that's reasonable. But she's here now. So, like, I guess multiple buses run. How many buses run a night to Halloweentown? Do you think?
At least once a month.
Well, no, that's not how this works. It's
Oh, no,
just
no, no,
during
no.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Well, okay, so because there's the bit where in a minute here they're like, "Oh, time passes differently. Like an hour here is a day there, or whatever." So I wonder if it's almost either there's buses all the time during Halloween because I guess that's the only time they can go back and forth, or maybe you have to do a magic to like summon the bus.
Like the night bus, you stick out your wand.
Something, yeah.
Something like that. Well, Gwen can't find another bus back to the mortal world. I really laughed at these conjoined bus workers here. I feel like, again, they should have their own HBO miniseries.
Is it like mildly offensive that everyone in this town is like a ghost and a ghoul and a goblin, and then it's just like, oh, there's just some conjoined twins here, which is just a real thing that happens?
Yeah.
Right. That's classified as a monster, essentially.
Is that okay?
It's not okay, but in 1998, we considered it's okay.
It was very okay back then.
Yeah. Well, when she tries to see if the mirror can do anything, she is shocked that she sees that the mirror is Calabar, who Daniel says her old boyfriend. When Calabar briefly leaves to handle another problem, Gwen and her kids just see Grandma walking somewhere with Luke. Sensing Grandma might be in trouble, they follow Grandma and Luke to an abandoned movie theater. Do you guys think Calabar has Riz?
No.
He
No.
got the flower. He got the dead flower alive. The rose.
I mean, okay. When she meets him again, she clearly like maybe not still has feelings for him, but she doesn't like have like negative feelings towards him. So whatever their relationship was before she left was at least somewhat positive. And I do think he's kind of cute and he's a little bit charming, but no, anyone who immediately starts, pulling stuff out of his ear or whatever is like, just imagine that in real life. Is you like go on a date with a guy and he's like, well, hey, and he like pulls a scarf out of his mouth for a minute straight. Like that's not hot.
Well, Gwen found it hot, I guess. I don't
I
know.
don't know. She ended up leaving him, or I don't know if they dated for sure. It's implied, but she ended up leaving him for I don't know an accountant or something, a terminally ill accountant.
Normal guy. Well, while we're talking about Halloween monsters, I want to talk about Pincushion Lady. Because we're talking about how there's goblins and ghosts and conjoined twins, I guess. This lady is just a pincushion.
Yeah.
I mean, she was quite fun. She spun around in a
Oh,
circle a few times, and she was
she's
having a
loving
good
it.
time. But what is this Halloween creature? Is she a Cenobite? Is she Hellraiser? Like what is
Yes.
this?
I don't know. She's must be from some type of probably Hellraiser. I want to think Hellraiser.
We do
guess, yeah.
also like in the background of a bunch of shots see other people who I would not classify as like Halloween people. Like there's one guy who kind of just looks like a pirate, and there's one person who looks like a I don't know like a Romani like fortune teller type.
I was gonna say we can't say the word, but you know what they're supposed to be is the idea.
I said the correct one.
You did.
That one's okay.
They wouldn't back in
No,
1998.
no.
1998. We see Gwen and Marnie talking about a discussion about hiding about your roots, and while Marnie's like, "No, man, I gotta express who I am." I like that scene there. This is my favorite scene in this movie here. Once inside, Gwen and Grandma find themselves battling the hooded demon that they had previously seen in the Calderon. The demon freezes Aggie and Gwen with an evil spell, and suddenly Marnie finds herself in charge. Thoughts on this abandoned movie fight scene here?
It's in a big spooky movie theater. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Cool. This scene reminds me of going back to Lord of the Rings here.
Okay.
This scene reminds me of when Gandalf fought the Balrog and told Frodo to leave. He's like, "Go," and then Marnie's like, "No." I was like,
Yeah,
"This is
good
Lord of
old
the Rings."
Agatha points out the emergency exit. She goes, "Fly, you fools!"
Yeah, I was like, "This is the exact same scene."
I mean, if
Sure.
we got to see her fall through the movie screen and fight Abrar, that would have sealed the deal. Sure,
Yes.
I would like to see that. Just a fire whip from Calabar.
The bit where he blasts the like Minotaur guy and he just T-poses into hell.
I did like that.
I was like, whoa!
Great scene there. Great scene. She decides to finish what Grandma started with some help of Dylan and Sophie by gathering the ingredients for the witch's brew that will hopefully make the talisman work. They got the werewolf's hair from a barbershop, a ghost sweat from a steam room, and a vampire tooth from a dentist's office. What are you guys' thoughts on these three scenes here? It's really funny.
Just in quick succession. Yeah, I mean, once again, the vampire is a classic Halloween character, of course. Big nose dentist is just a creature. He's just a man. It's that nice mixture, I guess, of classic. I was gonna say royalty free, public domain characters and just freaks.
He does claim to be the Tooth Fairy. Now he doesn't have any wings, so he might be making a joke. But
He does go, "I am the Tooth Fairy." Yeah, he does. He does say that. I do like her saying, "That didn't hurt at all." I like. It's funny. Her clearly painted black tooth. That was good.
I love that. I also love in the ghost bit where the guy because he gets trapped in a steam box and then I guess he's trying to lose weight even though he's dead. Which I don't know. You can be fat when you're dead. It's not like you're gonna have a heart problem.
No,
but they trap him in there, and then when he gets out, he's just a different guy. he's like a foot taller than when he walked in.
Yeah, that's true.
I like his red top hat. I mean, he gave him style there.
Sure, yeah. He kind of looks like a.
He's got he's the Boo Berry guy.
Oh, okay. So
Oh.
It's the same hat.
this is the serial mascot. This is what he's like been his normal life.
Abrar, edit this into the
Interesting.
video version of this podcast. Put him up there and then put the Blueberry guy.
I'll do
Just
that.
put them
He's-
right
I'll
next to
definitely
each
do that.
other.
I'll definitely do
not
that.
He's the same
Um,
guy. I'm telling you.
Well, let's get into the biggest thing a part of this movie here. They are successful, and as soon they find themselves battling the demon, who reveal himself to be none other than. Go ahead, Anthony. You say it. You say the name.
Justin Trudeau.
Yes, Calabar, Justin
It's
Trudeau.
Calabar.
Well, do you guys-
Calabar is the
yes.
mayor of town, and he's also the bad guy of hell.
Yeah,
Which
that's a
was
that's a
really
great
throwing me
twist.
off. You said Justin Trudeau, and I thought of the Prime Minister of Canada.
Yeah, that's him.
That's him.
That's the same guy.
No,
I mean, doesn't
no.
Doesn't
It
he
looks
look
like him.
The Prime Minister of Canada is Calabar.
That's
Looks
Calabar.
just like him, just like the Blueberry guy. We had a lot of different
Oh,
crossover cameos in this movie.
Wow, they really went far after this. You know, this has really launched a lot of careers.
Absolutely.
I mean, once you serve as mayor of Halloweentown, I feel like you can control Canada. It's basically the same place.
I mean, come on. And he doesn't have to worry about any witches, maybe. Canadian witches, leave a comment. Let us know if you exist.
Please go on my YouTube. If you're listening on YouTube, comment there. If you're on TikTok, comment there. If you're on Instagram, comment there. If you are a witch. Do you guys like this twist here? Or if you guys remember as a kid and watching the first time, and did you guys like this twist back in the day?
I could not tell you any reactions I had. This is one of those movies. It's been on my whole life practically.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know if I had initial reactions to it, but I mean, as we said earlier, these movies. He's the only other adult male character in the film. He was coming on a little strong. It makes sense that he's the bad guy, and you know, it's the classic sort of idea, right? Like the Halloween monsters have been banished to another dimension. We used to live, I guess, in the same world, and then they got sent to hell. So he's like, I'm taking it back. I want the real world, baby. So like, I get his plan. He's just going about it in an evil, awful way.
Absolutely, man. I remember watching this as a kid. I guess I didn't understand it the first time around, but when I saw it again, like the year following when it came out during Halloween time, I think I got it. I think I saw it when I was like 6, around there. A little too young to understand. What about you, Daniel? Did you like this twist here?
I mean, like Anthony, I couldn't possibly tell you what I thought about it as a kid. But yeah, I mean, I think it's your classic Scooby-Doo formula. It's like you met a guy,
True.
and he's the only other guy in this episode. It's got to be him.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Well, with the help of Luke, who has realized the error of his ways, Marnie disables Calabar long enough, but is effective by the spell. Just as she is about to sleep, she remembers what happens and drops the talisman, light up the jack-o'-lantern to unfreeze Aggie and Gwen, as well as the other Halloweentown citizens whom Calabar had trapped in the theater previously. Gwen and Aggie rushed to their kids to find out what happened. Yeah, the skeletons in the theater, they also were creepy too. I like how they look. Menacing. Oh, not menacing. It was spooky. I liked it.
Sure.
Marnie, Gwen, and Aggie confront Calabar. Calabar is apparently bitter over the fact that their kind was forced to relocate to this new world because humans won't accept them. Very deep here. And that Gwen passed them over years ago for a mortal man. Now, do we feel bad for Calabar?
No, he's giving a big evil speech in a big dark cloak, screaming at people. No.
Yeah, he's not a good person.
Once you turn into an evil flying snake man, I cannot have I cannot have sympathy for you. Them's the rules.
Mhm. Well, we're about to get to the end of the movie here. I've realized this movie is really quick. But the three of them alone aren't enough. Sophie has also been showing signs of possessing magic, and Dylan, with angered, also displays powers himself despite trying to deny it. The five of them combine their powers and destroy Calabar using the Talisman. They did a little Kamehameha. Gwen agrees to let Marnie to start witch training and invite Aggie to live with them. The film ends with the family going on the bus to the mortal world with a happy goodbye and a thanks to Luke. We get a transformation for Luke. Do you guys like this new true self Luke here?
He fits in with the other freaks, right?
Yeah,
Like, like Eastern European people and tooth fairies and such. He fits right in.
it's right in there, and they all blast off. That was it. That was it for Halloweentown. I thought it was longer when I was watching the kid, but now I was like, man, this passed right through. Would we give this a thumbs up or a thumbs down? I'll start with you, Daniel.
I mean, it's a thumbs up. Yeah, this is a Halloween classic. I struggle to think of like a ton of Halloween movies that aren't horror movies that you could like put on for the kids.
Mhm.
This is definitely like this franchise is definitely like the first one that always comes to mind when I'm like, oh, I want to watch a Halloween movie.
Yeah, true.
Even though I don't necessarily think it's like the best movie in the world, but it's just like, I don't know, it's been with me forever. So yeah, it's going to get a thumbs up. And I don't know 100% that it deserves that, but I'm not going to not give it to it.
No, I agree with you. I think Anthony agrees as well. This movie, we've watched this movie so many times. Like, we can't get enough with it. It is part of our childhood. What about you, Anthony? Do you agree with us?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I do. I will reveal a secret for this very pod, which may or may not be appropriate. I didn't have the time to watch this movie, so I didn't sit
Oh.
down and watch the film. But I was able to discuss and talk about this movie with no problems because I've seen it 50 times.
Yeah,
Because
no.
I did watch it as a kid. I feel like a lot of us probably had that DVD 2-pack of Halloweentown 1 and 2. Like, that
Mm.
was very popular. So yeah, I am a big fan of this movie. Like Daniel said, it's a perfectly fine kids Halloween movie. It is funny that it does predate in terms of the films. It predates the Harry Potter films. So like
True.
kid discovering they have magic stuff and they get to go to another world and learn about their magic heritage. Like, that's Harry Potter. So it is kind of funny to know that this was already hitting TV screens before that. And I think it's definitely worth a watch around this time of year. Like you said, very fast, very quick, in and out.
It is.
Nothing too crazy about it. Thumbs up for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I on Letterbox, if you guys want to follow us, I am at Brown Boy Wonders on Letterbox. I have gave this rewatch a 5 out of 5. I think there's no disagreements with this one here. But guys, I do have some interesting facts from here. According to Kimberly Brown, the main girl, the flamey hair dryer Marnie accidentally picks up is real with real flames, and no special effects were involved.
That doesn't seem safe.
Yeah, that's true. It's 1998. Remember, you guys remember it's 1998.
That's fair.
This one kind of blew my mind here. Of course, the mom, Gwen, Judith Hogg, I think, had to miss the premiere of her movie Armageddon 1998 to make this film.
Good choice.
Oh, man. My last interesting fact here is Debbie Reynolds, the Hall of Famer, descends from the bus carrying her from Halloweentown by floating down to the sidewalk with an umbrella. Not unlike Mary Poppins, Reynolds was considered for the role before Julie Andrews was cast?
All right.
All right, guys. All right,
Whoa.
guys. You know what time it is. You guys have been waiting for the end of the show. For Battle of the Guardians. All right, guys. Are you guys ready?
I'm very ready. I'm very interested to see what the matchup is.
All right. Well, of course, the reigning champion, Mom Hansen from Mom's Got a David the Vampire, is the current champion, the reigning champion. She will have to face. I have to pick her. It is Grandma Aggie.
Okay, so we're going with Debbie Reynolds.
Yeah.
I think there could be an argument made that she's not the guardian of her grandkids like there is a mom in the picture here, but it's your show, so
Yeah.
I will let you choose who gets to choose it. So we're pitting good old Aggie Cromwell against the aunt from Sabrina.
Yeah.
That's tough. I mean she's reckless, right? Like she's going into their houses, she's bringing all these crazy costumes and decorations. She's turning chicken into chicken. Like
A little bit.
I don't know, man. I don't know if she's that. Does that make her a good guardian of children? Not really.
No, but I think she tries to, let her grandchildren to be who they really are, their true identity. I think that's what kind of I think I want to pick Aggie to beat Hansen here.
Sure.
I don't think I would. I think she might be like more fun, but I would put her actually, I think, not even like top 2, because she's definitely got to go below Grandpa Tsunami too. Because she's not very responsible. Like
No.
the kids are very easily able to talk her into letting them fight the dark power with them, and they're like 5, I think Sophie is, and you're like, oh, I don't know, man. She's just not like a very, I don't know. It's also weird that she's like trying to overpower her daughter's parenting of her kids. Like that's not great. That doesn't vibe with me.
Yeah, she gets the easy
her.
job. She gets the easy job of coming in, giving these kids all these treats and giving them magic and having a good time and buying broomsticks, and then doesn't have to deal with any of the aftermath, right?
Yeah.
Like she's not here for the hard stuff.
She's not going to be there when Sophie sets the cat's tail on fire with magic on accident. You know what I mean?
No, she's just going to be like, "Let yourself have it," and then call it a day and bye.
Yeah, I think that what I don't even remember the character's name, so that's not a great start. But the Sabrina's aunt, I think
Hansen.
She has a much better story. Like she has her own little bit of self-discovery. I think her story in her movie is better, and I also think she is a better like raiser of children.
Oh, sure.
So I would definitely give it to her.
Okay, I mean that makes sense. That's true. Aggie has some flaws in her grandma ways. Okay, I guess I'm outnumbered there. You guys are picking Mom Hansen to retain the title here.
Yeah.
All right. So that makes. Do you want to put Aggie below Johnny or above Johnny?
Who's our top 3 right now?
Top 3 right now. It is Mom Hansen, Vampire, Johnny Tsunami, Grandpa, and then Smart House Dad.
Okay. I'd put her below Smart House Dad. Once again, I think the lack of responsibility she has is a little bit damning. Like she's Debbie Reynolds, so she's fun. I think her performance is great. But you're right, she doesn't go through a change herself. Like I don't think she learns to stop going behind her daughter's back. Like she might say she does, but like she doesn't. Let's be real here. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. So that hurts a little bit.
All right. Below Smart House Dad. All right. So let me recap what we have in our ranking here. So, of course, the champion, Mom Hansen from Mom's Got David the Vampire. Then it's Johnny Tsunami's grandpa. And then it's Smart House Dad. Then it's Aggie, Halloweentown. And then we got Troy Dad / coach, from High School Musical. We got On Duty from Xenon. Then we got Even Stevens' Parents from Even Stevens' Movie. And then we got Luck of the Irish Mom. Then Up Up Away Dad. And then Good Dave, You Wish Dad. And then Brink Dad. And then Evil Dave, You Wish Dad.
Good list.
All right. That was Halloweentown. Next time, for our next DCOM rewatch, for this year at least, it will be Lemonade Mouth. Daniel, your favorite?
Woo! A hidden classic. It was just after the end of when we would have been watching DCOMs.
Yes, I think I stopped watching it like after Jump In 2007, around there for me.
When did Lemonade Mouth come out?
2011.
Yeah, that's about right.
So it's a little past my time. But Daniel, where can they find you around the web?
You can find my podcast Ready Set Replay on Spotify and YouTube.
Okay. I heard you just dropped a new episode talking about Peacemaker.
We did. Yeah, our newest episode of recap has a Peacemaker season 2 spoiler cast at the end. So if you don't mind spoilers and want to see our thoughts, that's the place to get it.
Fantastic. And Anthony, what about you? Where can they find you?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. You can find me at Anthony Lantern on pretty much all social media platforms. I have a YouTube channel, Anthony Reviews, where Anthony reviews. It's an action figure and toy channel, so feel free to check that out. I also have a podcast called The Grud, where my friend Kirk B and I talk about our recent movie watches and TV shows and things like that. And by the time this episode comes out, you can check out the Couples Collector Club podcast, where my girlfriend Ray and I, who is sometimes on this very podcast, not this episode, but she is sometimes on here, where she and I talk about the things that we collect. So if you want to hear us talk about comic book storylines that we're currently reading, action figures that we're currently buying, things like that, you want to hear our collecting stories as a couple, check out the Couples Collector Club podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcast. Check it out.
Wow. Yeah, so I saw that tweet. I was like, okay, that's the our, WPA team names there. I'm like, okay, I don't know what this is about, but I liked it. But I didn't know it was a podcast, so I'm glad to hear it. I will follow that.
Yeah.
Of course, you can follow this podcast. Man, we all have podcasts now. We're all podcasters. I like it. You can find this on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple. Follow us there. Follow us anywhere. Halloweentown. It is spooky. Happy Halloween to those who celebrate or take part of trick-or-treating. Check your candy. There's a lot of, weapons or knives and
weapons,
blades. I don't know.
I've been to a Snickers and I found a whole nunchuck in there.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, be safe while you're doing that. If you go to a haunted house, be safe there because they might grab you. I don't like being grabbed. What else? What else is there in Halloween time?
I feel like you're just saying you have become the mom. You're saying Halloween is bad and dangerous. Go to a haunted house, you'll be fine. I promise.
No, I mean you gotta be safe out there. Until then, we'll see you at Lemonade Mouth concert.